Hey, real quick. Um, First, I'm sorry about the background noise. I'm at work. There's nothing I can do about it. But the thing that I wanted to share with people was that because of the backlash against the cultural Marxists taking over media, taking over all the properties that we um, let's just say normal people like to enjoy. Because of that backlash, I now have more challenges to face when it comes to putting out my own stories that I plan to do. Um, an example, well, it's just like I put out a video a couple days ago about the anti advice to anti SJWs, and yesterday, no, actually today, I'm sorry, on what I'm thinking. Today, it occurred to me that um, I am personally affected now because, as I have mentioned before on this channel, I am attempting to put forth my ideas and my characters that I have had locked away in my brain for a couple of years. And the main character is a female character named Victoria Sampson. And she is at first glance, you may look at her and think, oh, she's an SJW character. Now, and excuse the artwork is it's not great. Um, I could make the excuse that it was done really quickly, but at the same time, there's also the reality that I'm just not very good at drawing. But anyway, or writing, I'm terrible. I'm terrible at writing. I'm not a very good writer, but I'm going to try to put this out anyway. So, um, Victoria, at first glance, she may look like an SJW character. Let me give you some of the another image here, so we can try to get the I can give you an idea of her color scheme. Um, so this is I didn't finish this, but I just put it together just to give a quick idea of what her um, appearance, what her colors are, basically. So she has these violet highlights in her hair. She has dark hair, brown skin, and she's multiracial like me, like I am, but mostly I'm half black, so I'm, so she's at least half black as well. And the other half, I'm still I'm she's probably I'm thinking Japanese. The other half is Japanese. Well, we'll see. I may go back on that later. But right now, she's half black, half Japanese. So anyway, that's just to give you an idea of her colors. So the thing is, I was trying to come up with a caption for this image that you see here. I was going to share it on Twitter just to, I don't know, just because I just wanted to share something on Twitter, and I don't really have a lot of followers anyway, so it doesn't matter if what anybody has to say about it because I won't hear from them anyway. So, but the thing is, I was trying to come up with a caption, and I put as the caption, um, Victoria could probably I should just get Twitter open. Anyway, Victoria could probably take a Gundam. That was the first line, and then the second line was supposed to be bring all your machines, and I was going to have it be in quotes, and it was probably going to be said by her, bring all your machines, little man. And she was basically talking to the pilot of this mech or whatever, this mobile suit or this mech or whatever you want to call it. But the thing is, I was like, oh man, you know what, I could see that being taken the wrong way. Somebody may look at that and say, oh, this is some feminist SJW bull crap. And really, no, that's not the intent at all. You see, I love powerful female characters, and this story was going to be full of at least well, not full. Just say the three main moving parts. No, actually four main moving parts, but three of those four main moving parts are female. They are very powerful, and probably, and there's one male character, um, and he is not taking a back seat to these females at all. So they're all very powerful. So you just have to get used to seeing these images of these powerful women um, defeating men, but not to make some kind of a feminist statement or some SJW stuff. No, it's just that what you expect to happen when you have a woman with superpowers. What else is going to happen? So it's just the natural way of things. If Supergirl was on this planet right now, you would have to face the fact that the woman is the strongest person in the world. It's just the way it is because she has superpowers. So, but I couldn't do that. I couldn't. I thought the caption was going to be um, kind of. I felt good about it, but I was like, then it kicked in. I was like, no, because people are going to look at this and now they're going to say it's SJW and they're going to reject it. And now I feel like, okay, I don't really care about offending the SJWs, even though they are the ones who try to ruin your lives and they're the ones who try to terrorize you and make your life miserable and stalk you and dox you and all this other kind of crazy stuff. It's anything to try to silence you, which is completely un-American. But I'm not worried about offending them. I can offend them. I don't mind that. But it's the anti-SJWs, the people who should actually be on my side, who would look at it and reject it because they perceive that it's SJW when it's not. So we have a problem here. How do we deal with basically people who are becoming so extreme that they can't walk the middle line anymore. They can't see things for what they are, rather than having a knee-jerk reaction to them and rejecting them because they think that they're SJW. Well, this is a problem for me, and I really was hit by that reality this morning when I was trying to come up with a caption for this picture. So this is going to be a problem. I'm going to continue to. I don't know really what I can do to work around it. I'm just going to have to put it out there, and if anybody wants to say it's SJW, then they can say that, but that's really not what it is at all. And I'm going to, and I hate to think that now I have to try to overcompensate by making my male characters that much more impressive when it shouldn't be necessary. But that's basically what I'm left with. And here I am pacing the floor. I don't know why I'm doing that. And it is a shame because years ago, I never had to worry about what other people thought. Like I was always the type to worry whether people liked it or not. I'm my own harshest critic. Maybe, probably somebody could go harsher on me than myself, but the thing is, I wasn't really overly worried about people becoming offended by anything that I put out like I am now. And that is something that really kind of takes it really kills the creative energy. You're trying to be creative, you're trying to think, you're trying to get ideas flowing, you're trying to be original, and um, you're constantly having thoughts in the back of your mind, but somebody's going to say this, somebody's going to say that, somebody's going to get offended, you know, and then you're going to have a mob after you, or somebody's going to put you on the list, or this and that. And it's like, I can't even think anymore. I don't feel free to come up with ideas anymore. It's just ridiculous. This is not a creative environment that we live in. This environment that we live in does not help creativity at all, which would explain why SJWs are not very creative at all. They just put their identity, their own politics and things like that into their comics, And people who like to live in the echo chamber, who like to, do the little sea lion slap of the fins and give them applause, then they will just cheer them on and all that. But not for actually making good stories, but simply for parroting their own political views and other political views, and just validating their existence and all this other crap. Not because the stories are good and the ideas are original and the characters are good and anything like that. So this is not a creative. This is not a good environment for creative people at all. So, um, and if anybody wondering, before I finish this video, if anybody's wondering, yeah, Victoria is in this picture here. She is a giant size. That's one of her powers. Um, she doesn't always fight at that size, but that is basically her main thing. She I'll explain more about her powers and all of that stuff later, but yeah, she's if you're wondering, yeah, she is a giant or giantess in this image. All right, so anyway, that's all I wanted to say. So thanks for listening.